grab a Magnum and let's go undercover. Woo! Here we are at the hideout and we have a 1911 today. But please, click subscribe, click the ringy dingy so you get your notification. Check us out at sgt1911.com. Alright, 1911 today. Let's get back into what I'm all about. We have a 1911 pistol today that's unlike most others. Now, a few weeks ago, we did do a Magnum Research 1911, but today we're going to do the MR 1911U. Now, I don't know why some people like Glock can't name their crap something like that. MR, Magnum Research 1911U Undercover. To me, that just makes sense when you talk about a pistol model. But what we're talking about is a Magnum Research 1911. I like how they put them in these little socks. Isn't that cute? Anyway, here you go. Here's our 1911, but boy, look at it. Is that thing not short? And I have to admit, that's what drew my attention to this handgun, is the size of it. Now, this is not a 9mm. It's not a 380 or a 22. This is a full-size man's bullet, 45 ACP, 230 grain to eat your ass up. This is what it's all about. 3 inches of what? Bull barrel. That's right, boys. Bull barrel. Big ass honker throwing cannonballs at you. Well, I got it back. Look at that full-length guy rod in there. Full-length guy rod, bull barrel, 45 ACP. The thing's got 3 inches of barrel, but look at it. Undercover. I can almost hide this entire thing in my hand. Now, what do I like about this gun? I've already told you, 45 ACP in this size. Man, it's just undercover. I mean, it tells you everything in just the way they named it. I mean, just MR, Magnum Research, 1911. U, undercover, tells you everything about it. But I'm going to roll it up here and just look at it a little bit. We looked at the bull barrel, we looked at the full-length guy rod. We got some serrations here on the side, on the back, none on the front. And if you'll notice, guys, most of the time, not always, because manufacturers do it different, but when we start talking about 5 and 6 inch pistols, sometimes we'll have, serrations on the front and back. As they shorten, they seem to be shutting these serrations off of the front and just doing them on the back. It would still be nice sometimes to have some serrations, hell, all the way down the slide. What's the difference it's going to make? I don't know. That's about the only thing I haven't seen recently in the 1911 is somebody's changing the serrations. People are doing them different angles. I mean, there's unlimited ways they're doing it, but I've not seen one that the whole thing's textured that much. But anyway, let's look at the sights on this one. That does have adjustable sights in the back with a white dot in the front. Now, these sights I really like, and bear with me, I'm going to try to do a good job. If you'll look, they're just flat. I'm going to turn the pistol sideways, and they're just flat here on the back, like a wall. But they're still beveled up, so it ain't like you've got a flat and then a wall that's going to catch on something. I think they've done a really good job on this sight, making it so it's going to be, easy to get out without snagging. It's got a nice commander size. Look at that skeletonized hammer. Big ass beaver tail. It's, I like it. Big memory bump on it, big thing. That hammer really buries down deep inside there. There is not going to be no bite. And, for a pistol this size, you could get bite. Anybody who's got big mitts going to cover this thing up, they really did need to keep this big beaver tail on there to keep your hand out of it. Nice serrations on the back and serrations on the front. So they took, a lot of times we'll get them on the back, we won't get them on the front. They did put this on the front, and I think that really makes a big difference. It does have G10 pistol grips, good aggressive texture, cut out there so I can get my thumb in there and get that magazine release. It does not have an ambidextrous safety. I'm fine, I'm all about that. The one thing that I do wish that would have been a little bit different is if we could have had that bobtail on it. But I'm fixing to tell you why we don't have that bobtail on there. We don't get an 8-round capacity on this thing. I believe this thing is only a 6-round. So if I would have shortened this anything at all, I'm losing my capacity to get any smaller. We could have done a little bit here that might have made it improvement just a little bit, but if I'd have rounded it too much, you know, we would have lost something. The magazine, we could take this, and I'm sure you can remove this little piece here and make it just a little bit shorter. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, we're starting to mess with our capacity a little bit. The trigger on it is, it's got a nice trigger on it. You see it's aluminum, probably, skeletonized, nice looking trigger. It's got a really nice, I'm gonna do a trigger pull on it and see what it does. It's gonna be pretty good. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be right down there where I like it. We'll take a look at it. Let me move this thing out of the way so I can get it. Move it out of the way. Here we go. I can get the pistol set down level, and let's just kind of see what it does. Here we go. That's a 4.7 right there. That's pretty good. Let's try it one more time. You know, out of the box, that's about where I like to go, right at the 4-pound mark, and you know, less when I can get it, but I don't like to go really over that 4.8. So you know, we're pretty consistent. It's 4.5 in there or so, unfired. You know, as we fire it, it's going to break in a little bit. The safety on the side here has got a nice ledge on it. It does have a nice ledge where you can rest your thumb right on it. I think it's going to be fine. Now, as small as it is, I anticipate some recoil. It's heavy for its size. I don't know that, you know, it's going to be give and take. We've got the full size 45 ACP round, which I love on this thing. I love that it's small, but man, we're getting away from the capacity. You know, we're talking about Glock 40, what is it, a Glock 43 size capacity, where you're talking about, you know, 6, 8 rounds of, in that case, 9mm. We're talking about that many 6, 8 rounds of 45 in the same size handgun almost. So significantly heavier than a Glock would be, but and, you know, how the hell I'm pulling that out of my ass to compare one of these to a 1911? God forgive me, but a Glock get struck by lightning here. Anyway, it's a nice little handgun. We're going to go outside in a minute and shoot up and see. You know, we're going to let it go. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, gang, we made it to the range with the Magnum Research Undercover 3-inch barrel 45 ACP 1911. Now, we're fixing to light it up out here. It does feel, you know, the one thing I think about it, you know, I did load a magazine at 7, not 6, so we're really not short that much, you know, maybe 1 round or so. But the one thing that I would be worried about is you're going to have to be careful on your holster selection if you are going to cover, you know, carry it concealed. It doesn't do you any good to have a holster for a 6-inch pistol if you got a 4-inch pistol or a 3-inch pistol going in it. So you're going to have to make sure you buy a pistol. You can buy one of them little open end deals where most of the time your pistol hangs out about 1 inch. This right here might fit it just right. So, you know, just pay attention to what you're doing. Remember what, you know, pick the right tool. Use a boxed in wrench instead of a damn crescent wrench so you don't round the shoulders off. You know what I'm telling you? Make sure you know what you're talking about. So we're going to load up. Put my new fancy ass hearing stuff on. I cannot stand to wear this stuff, but oh man, cool. Now let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, let's see. That didn't go so good. All right, let's see. One out. Man. Not bad. I have one fail to feed there. Dropped her mound. Let's see. It did come with 2 magazines, but just them little short things, and you know I like to shoot, so I got the 10 round Wilson Combats hanging out the bottom. Let's see what that does. Goes home just fine. Whew. Another one stuck in there. Looks like we need a little break-in period. I'll be glad to shoot it, break it in just a little bit. It does shoot good. The trigger is light. You're gonna have to watch that trigger. You can't lip wrist it. That's cute, wasn't it? Bam. One magazine left. It's running pretty good. We had one little failure to feed. I'm thinking brand new handgun, unfired. Probably what the problem is. We keep running some of these extended Wilson Combats through it. It's probably gonna break in real good. No problems. I tell you what, if you were here, you could smell it. You can smell it. Booyah! Ah! And you hear that ding, 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 ding. Love it, man. Like playing at the freaking fair. Ah, that's it. Get this crap off my head. What do I think? 3 inches of 45 ACP. It's good, real good. I like it. One failure feed on the first magazine that's been run through it. I'm not gonna worry about it. You'll see after that we didn't have no problem at all. Recoil, maybe a little bit stiffer, but you should expect that out of, you know, maybe 2 inches shortening on the barrel there. I like it. My opinion, man, if you buy one of these at the right price, get you one. Take it to the range, light it up till we get to shoot again. Shoot safe and shoot straight. Huh.